Hello folks, here's some more math on video. In this case what we're going to do is write equations in the form y equals mx plus b given a point and the slope or rate. So what we have to remember in this case, and I'll just maybe write it over here, that x represents our shape number and y represents the total number of blocks. M is the slope or rate, which in fact is the height of the rectangle. And oh, by the way, the shape number is also the width of the rectangle. And B represents the constant. So we're going to be figuring out what B is in this case. So in this case, it's the fifth shape. I'm going to do part A. The fifth shape, and the shape number is x. And there's our total number of squares. That's a y value. So the fifth shape has 17 squares. That's x comma y. M represents the rate, what it's growing by each time you add a column. And that's 2 squares per column. So now we need to draw a picture. Well, we know our formula is y equals mx plus b. And in this case, that means I've got a 17 total squares in a shape that is 2 tall, 5 wide. And then I've got to add on the constant. So 2 times 5 means we're going to have a rectangle with an area of 10. So now I have to figure out 10 plus the constant is equal to 17. So what's the constant? Well, 10 plus 7. So in this case, B equals 7. So my equation is y equals 2x plus 7. So that's a full example there with space to write in. What I'm going to do now is just show you what you might do when you go down to these questions below. And here the information is just given in symbol form. So it actually is given as an ordered pair, it's given as a slope, etc. So I'll go through one example here. Let's take a look at the first one here. So the total is y, so the total area is 40. Well, first thing I'll do is write the equation. Y equals mx plus b. And I'm going to replace y, or substitute for y, as 40, because that's the total area. And then that's equal to m is the slope, or the height of the rectangle. So I'm substituting for m. And the width of that rectangle is x. I'm substituting for x. It's a seventh shape, so it's 7 wide. Plus I need to figure out what the constant b is. So in this case, I know that 3 times 7 is 21. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus the constant is 40. That makes the constant worth 19. And my equation becomes y equals 3x plus 19. So I can fill that in here. 3x plus 19. And what this means, by the way, means the 25th shape. How big would it be? So I'll make that a little bit longer. So now I have to figure out how big the 25th shape is. So y equals 3 tall. I substitute 3 in for the slope, or the rate. And in this case, it's 25 wide because it's the 25th shape. And I have to add on that constant of 19. 3 times 25 is 75. So the variable area is 75, the constant area is 19. 75 plus 19 is 94. So y equals 94. So let's go back and see where would we put that answer in here. well, we put it right here, 94. And then I can check and see if my answer's right over here. Perfect, we've got it. So that's how you determine the equation of a line given the slope and a point.